First, it was wedding cake, then websites, now a camp. Tonight, a Christian summer camp is suing the state of Colorado.
The camp is fighting our state's licensing requirements and says the requirements violate its religious beliefs. I want to show you exactly where this camp is. The camp is called IdRaHaJe. That's short for I'd Rather Have Jesus. It's south of Evergreen in Bailey off of 285. This camp has been around since 1948. It says it serves 3,000 kids ages 6 to 17 every single year. But now that could change. The camp is suing the Department of Early Childhood Education. Your reporter, Gabrielle Vidal, joins us live outside that office tonight. And Gabby, I know you've been looking into this lawsuit.
Yeah, Michael and Karen, like you said, this lawsuit against the Colorado Department of Early Childhood, against those licensing requirements that have since been changed. Requirements now letting know that camps have to allow for campers to access toilets, bathroom facilities, campsites, or rooms that align with their gender identity. And since being denied an exemption based on their religious identity, Camp IdRaHaJe is now fighting back through the courts. A camp tucked amongst the mountains.
IdRaHaJe is short for I'd Rather Have Jesus.
That holds summer memories for Leah Rower.
I actually worked there as a horse wrangler in 2001, this summer.
And now her 2 daughters.
They love it, and so they've gone since after the pandemic, and yeah, they're set to go this year.
In less than a month, campers will return right here for the start of the summer at Camp IdRaHaJe, including Rower's 2 children. But they're worried about what the future of this camp will be if they're forced to comply with the state's new guidelines requiring camps to allow children to use the space of their preferred gender.
The regulation requires it for bunking, for bathing, for changing, anywhere where they would be separated biologically.
A lawsuit filed earlier this week says the rules threaten the camp's religious autonomy and First Amendment rights. The executive director of the camp released a statement saying in part, quote, Camp IdRaHaJe has faithfully served and ministered to Colorado children of all backgrounds and faiths since 1948. The new policy of the Colorado Department of Early Childhood, however, is asking IdRaHaJe to choose between upholding its biblical beliefs about biological sex and risk losing its license, or abandoning its beliefs and mission by forcing girls and boys to shower, dress, and share sleeping quarters with campers of the opposite sex.
I fully support camp in this decision. They feel like they are honoring God with what they're doing, and so I feel like they should be allowed to do that, to operate in a way that's consistent with that.
Rower, having a family member that is transgender, says she empathizes with children who may identify outside of their biological gender, but says the state's policy is overreaching.
And I have a heart for those kids that feel like they don't fit in their body, but I feel like we shouldn't stomp on someone's religious freedom.
We did reach out to the Colorado Department of Early Childhood, but they have declined to comment on the pending litigation. In Denver, Gabrielle Vidal covering Colorado First.
All right, Gabby, thank you. Tonight, your investigator Brian Moss